Mania, as you can see. I forgot the gavel. I will not forget again. But with that, we will begin General Assembly for the evening. Kevin, do you want to take attendance?
Absolutely. I would love to take attendance. Just so everyone knows, by the way, that you can see your attendance online, and if it's highlighted in red, that means you're not in business casual, and red's a bad color.
We are noticing because there will be a representative dress-up incentive program to be implemented after the first year representatives join us, and so we're practicing now to get really good at dressing up.
Anyway, we'll begin with Representative Bagat. Representative Han. Representative Wang. Representative Matthews. Representative In. All right. Thanks. Okay. Representative Owapudi. Representative Rodensick. Representative Smith. Representative Dorbeck. Representative Lee. Whoa. Okay. Representative Hoffman.
President voting.
Representative Lupton.
President voting.
Representative Cummins.
President voting.
Representative Zoltan. Representative Renard.
President.
Representative Shillo. Representative Beckett. Representative Fernandez. Representative McCachran. Representative Irizarry.
President voting.
Representative Iannitti.
President voting.
Representative Lux. Representative Hong. And Speaker Perlowski.
Present.
Treasurer Shaw. Treasurer Moser.
Present.
Me, I'm here. Parliamentarian Brubaker.
Present.
Vice President Maloney.
President voting.
Vice President Bell.
President voting.
Vice President Hamilton.
President voting.
Vice President Downey.
President voting.
Vice President Agarwal.
President voting.
And President Wynn.
President voting.
Actually, I do believe you forgot Representative McCaskey.
I counted you as, okay. I got you. No worries.
Just a reminder, please use your microphone so that your voice is picked up by media vision. With that, we'll move into the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, and on to committee reports. President Wynn.
Okay, so I'll make this really quick. There's not much to talk about. Those are the selection, or the people selected for the certain committees, university as well as other committees on campus, and those are the selected individuals from USG to represent undergraduate students at those certain groups. That's what we did over the summer. There is one committee left, that is the homecoming committee. We will be electing a representative from this General Assembly today for that. I also wanted to update you guys on SEC. We had a meeting last week in which we talked about the Greek allocation referendum. That will be going in with our elections this next coming week. So some dates to remember. Tomorrow is the open forum for this referendum, in which you can ask questions, get a bigger or better idea of what this referendum is going to be about, all the numbers, etc. So that will be tomorrow in the Twing Atrium at 12:30. Make sure if you're, or you or your representative, whoever you're representing knows what they're voting for when this issue comes up. Other than that, please also mark down September 11th, as that will be our USG retreat. We will be going to Camp Wainoa this year, not Camp Asbury as it was booked. So Camp Wainoa is about the same distance, and there are little twists in the agenda or the retreat schedule. So you guys will find out about that very soon after we get our first years in here. After that, other than that, I just want to remind everyone that exec meetings are every Thursday at 11:30 in the USG office. They are open to the public, as well as you guys, obviously. So come, you can chime in on anything that we basically talk about. This week, we'll be in particular talking about the retreat. And then my office hours are Tuesdays and Friday at 11:30 to 12:30. I am open up to points.
Any points for the speaker? Representative Hoffman?
Do you know what time retreat will be, or?
Yes, it starts at 10 a.m., and I'll say right there for you. It's overnight.
Oh, sorry.
No problem.
Any other points? Vice President Hamilton?
Do you know what time we'll be getting back on the 12th?
Your last event will end about 2:30, so approximately the same time as previous years.
Representative Lupton?
Is there any way you can move the exec meeting into the student activities office this Thursday because of a meeting for
Your candidates
elections?
meeting, yes.
Yeah, candidates meeting.
Thank you. Will do.
Cool, thanks.
Any other points? Thank you, President Nguyen. I neglected to ask if there are any guests in the room, so if at this time, if there are any guests, could you please rise and introduce yourself? Yes.
Hi, my name's Zach Wilkins. I'm a senior.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that.
My name's Sage Schaff. I'm covering for the Observer. Sorry about no business schedule, by the way.
It's okay. Okay, Vice President Agarwal.
Good evening, GA. So just an update on the safety presentations with Officer Mark and Dr. Kenny. We did presentations for Juniper and Cedar on Sunday, and they went very well. Nicely attended, I think probably because of the ice cream, but Dr. Kenny and Officer Mark both spoke very well, and I think we really conveyed some good information to these first-year students. They were also interactive, which was really nice. We're looking forward to our presentation for Mistletoe, which will be on the 12th in the spot. And we'll do one for the commuters soon as well. Next, Campus Safety Fair. I did send out an email in which I made a mistake. The Campus Safety Fair is not on Thursday, September 7th, but Tuesday, September 7th. And I did send out a spreadsheet. As last I checked, I had 4 volunteers, which is great, but I'd love 4 more. I need 2 people for the 1:30 to 2 p.m. shift. I have no people for that right now. 1 representative for 11:30 to 12, and then 1 more representative 12:30 to 1. I'd really appreciate if someone could fill these spots. We are representing our organization at the fair. So please see me afterwards if you think you can help. And the spreadsheet will be live up until the day of the event. And what's next? So I've heard a lot of concerns so far about dining, particularly with the hours of Leutner and Fribley. So I have scheduled a meeting with Jim O'Brien for this Friday, and I hope to discuss the dining hall hours with him, as well as food quality. And I also heard about lines forming outside of Leutner at busy times, and possibly asking to see if we can get additional swipe stations so that there's not a lot of congestion during really busy mealtime hours. And also, I believe it was Representative Hoffman who brought this up last time about compostable and corn-based flatwares, and I hope to maybe ask him about that as well. Last is, I have scheduled a meeting with Director of University Health Services, Dr. Eleanor Davidson. I have no particular concerns with her now. I just wanted to learn more about UHS, but if any of you have any concerns about health services, please let me know, and I'll definitely be sure to talk to her about it. So open to points.
Vice President Downey?
Is the speaker aware of a new dining option in Tomlinson?
Yes.
Pizza Fusion?
It is an organic pizza option in Tomlinson called Pizza Fusion, thank you. And I haven't tried it yet, but apparently it's great. So go check it out.
Representative Napfel? Oh, that's not your name. Fernandez, Representative Fernandez. My mind went there.
Sorry, when is the dining meeting, you said?
Oh, it's me. I'm meeting with Jim O'Brien from Bon Appetit on Friday.
Friday?
Yeah.
What time?
I'm meeting with him at 12.
Okay. Can, like, people come with it?
If you'd like to come, you can. It's going to be in Leutner.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Representative Thompson?
Does Pizza Fusion, they take this like?
That I'm actually not aware of. I don't believe so. I think it is case cash only.
Are they in the marketplace?
They are in the marketplace.
Any other points? how do you pronounce your last name?
Dorbeck.
Dorbeck.
Just so you're aware, for the meeting on Friday, today in Leitner, they had like paper and plastic products. They had no washable silverware or anything.
Okay.
But they didn't provide any way to recycle these materials.
Okay, thank you.
Any other points for the speaker? Okay, thank you, Vice President Agarwal. Vice President Downey.
Well, I hope everyone had a good start to the second week of school and everyone's enjoying the nice cool weather we're having. I'm going to make this really brief. I just want to let everyone know we're done with the student org meetings now about treasurers and presidents, but I'm still getting a lot of responses about I forgot this, I forgot that. So please tell people it is okay to schedule a meeting with me. Been getting a lot of random emails, so if you know friends that are like, they don't know what's going on, please direct them to me. We're still having meetings, doing like that. Anything we can do to help people out with their questions about finance. Another point, my office hours are Tuesdays 11:30 to 1:30, Thursdays 9 to 9:45 a.m., and then again from 1 to 2 on Thursday. But with that, I'm open to points.
Representative Lepton.
Where are the office hours posted online?
They're
I checked the
on
calendar.
the exec page, and then they're also on the finance page.
Gotcha. I checked the calendar and they weren't on the calendar.
Yeah, they are. Because it's on my Google Calendar, like, that's on the USG thing. It pops up on there.
Oh, maybe I just didn't look.
Any other points for the speaker? Thank you, Vice President Downey. Any update, Treasurer Moser?
No update, open to points.
Okay. Vice President Hamilton.
I guess one thing that I didn't put in my board report is that we're looking for one student in the College of Arts and Sciences to help fill in on a curriculum committee. The first meeting is September 16th, I believe from 11:30 to 1. If anyone's interested, I'll send you an email, or you can send me an email. We'll work out something. There's going to be 2 total students on it. We've already got 1, and we're just looking for 1 more. So if anyone's interested, just talk to me afterwards. All right. Thank you. Oh, open to points.
Any points for the speaker? Okay, thank you, Vice President Hamilton. Vice President Bell.
Hey everybody. Don't really have too much to say today. We went over a lot of logistic things in committee today. For future reference, the Pizza Olympics is going to be shifted to the PR committee, so we're going to work out some organizational things with that. And for some fun times, I yield the rest of my time to Elena. Intramurals.
Can you see me? So a new thing that we'll be doing this year with USG is participating in intramurals. And our first intramural will be flag football, which will be a co-rec team. And this is mostly just to incorporate more teamwork and leadership in this organization. So I have a nice sign-up sheet if you're interested in playing flag football. As of right now, we'll be playing Monday and Wednesdays, but if you can only make it 1 game, and if you're still interested, please sign it. And we'll keep you posted on additional sports that we'll be participating in. So, that's all. Open to points.
Representative Lepton.
Sorry.
Yeah, as a point of information or clarification, it's for co-rec, it's not Mondays and Wednesdays. It turns out it's Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, all over the place. So if you're interested in participating, just sign up and we'll create this mailing list. Instead of bogging down the USGGA mailing list every time we want to send a letter, we're just going to use this separate mailing list. So if you're at all interested in ever playing flag football with USG and want to get some emails, sign up.
Any other points for the speaker or VP Bell? Okay, Vice President Maloney.
So just remind everyone my office hours are 3 to 4 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays in the USG office in case any of you have any IT-related concerns you want to talk to me about. Current projects, I'm drafting a letter to send to the heads of ITS departments that employ students to try to get some at-large reps for my committee. I am working with Vice President Downey on a new system for mass funding. As always, I encourage you to attend IT committee meetings, which are Monday at 6 p.m. in the USG office. Just if you have any sorts of IT concerns or interested in any of the issues that we work with. Open to points.
Any points for the speaker? Okay, thank you, Vice President Maloney. With that, we'll move into caucus reports. Are there any updates from the caucuses? Representative Iannetti?
Just real quick, the Weatherhead Caucus is really eager to continue the work we did last semester that we started. We're interested in meeting with all the heads of the other caucuses to sort of get their input on our approach to the Weatherhead School this semester. One big thing we want to do is sort of rebrand our image and get our name out there. We're thinking about holding a consistent event each semester that the student body can identify us with. So that's one of our biggest initiatives. I'm open to points.
Any points? Okay, thank you, Representative Iannetti. Any other caucus reports? Okay, seeing none, at this time we'll move into old business. We are still taking nominations for each of our representative positions, although these will be voted on next week. So at this time, are there any additional nominations for the College of Arts and Sciences representative? Vice President Downey.
Inquiry on this. Do we have enough nominations to fill all the spots, or is there like a certain area that's, okay, all of them? Yeah. Okay.
But if we have additional nominations at this time. Okay, seeing none, College of Engineering representative nominations. Again, seeing none, Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing representative nominations. Okay, seeing none, Weatherhead School of Management representative. Representative Fernandez.
I nominate Joe Wang.
Representative Irizarry.
I nominate Ashley Denniston and Chris Linderwell.
Any other nominations? Okay, those will stay open until we vote on those and receive letters of intent next week. Is there any other old business? Okay, at this time we will move into new business. President Wynn?
I would like to move into our elections update.
Oh. Representative Lupton, would you like to give us an elections update?
Love to. Okay, elections update. So we did some chalking this weekend. We had a big push last night to, the members of the commission went actually like door to door, or dorm to dorm, and walked around and just talked about USG. Our big pushes were stores and Cutler, because we didn't have any at the time, any reps running, and today we got 2 of each. So looking at the big picture, I just got a resignation. Somebody pulled out because they said they have a time commitment on Tuesdays until 8 o'clock. And I said that was respectable. I told him about that. He said he was going to try to do a proxy, and I told him that I would say no. But he ended up getting back to me, so he pulled out. So right now, I talked to Taft specifically yesterday, so there's 3 really good potential leads that I thought we were going to submit a letter of intent for sure to me. Haven't got anything back. The total amount, I think we have 16 running right now. Keeps changing every hour, which is a good sign. But we have probably 5 or 6 elections that are just, what is it? If one person runs? Uncontested, yeah. Uncontested. I think the biggest one, the most heated run is, I think, 3. and that's with Pierce, I believe. But I mean, everything's going really well. The election commission is going to meet, the candidates meeting is going to be Thursday at 11:30 in the USG office. We moved that up from Friday just because Labor Day weekend's coming. I'm going to email the candidates as soon as, midnight hits, or tomorrow morning. Actually, I'm going to email them out. So, but yeah, that's where we stand right now.
Vice President Downey.
Keith, are you writing all this down, that you do? Because, this is great. I love this, but I would like for every election commissioner to be able to do this. So are you keeping track of what you do? Kind of like how you done with peace.
Yeah, because I think in the past, election commission is like they've passed down information. So Leah passed down information to Kevin. Kevin passed out some information to me. But you're right, we've never actually formalized, because I was wondering, hey, is there a pamphlet? Have we ever done this before? No, there's no template. I'm like, wow, okay. So, but yeah, I think it is smart to keep something, a folder or something on the website for transitional. But I will work on something like that.
Vice President Maloney.
I have some updates for you about just the online election system and getting that set up. So I'd like to speak with you after the meeting.
Sure.
If possible, to update you about that.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Representative Thompson. President Nguyen.
Just real quick, could you update us on what positions still have not been contested at all? Which ones are we still, which ones are
so the only one is Taft.
Okay.
Taft had somebody and they just pulled out.
Okay.
So Taft is the only one that's open right now.
And then letters of intent for the vacancies for the...
Are due at midnight, formally. We talked in the commission, and there's a grace period of 10 hours.
Okay.
So.
Quick question to our parliamentarian. Do we have letters of intent for those vacancies?
They're slowly coming in, but we don't have enough letters of intent for every single position yet.
So I think the big challenge that me and Mintri will need to speak about maybe after the meeting or sometime is the SEC referendums coming up, and that's going to be through the USG elections. So the real big question is how to, if there's a posting policy violation, say somebody sends out, they chalk on the side of a wall, vote this way. What do we do? So I mean, there's some things that need to be discussed. But maybe Mintri has some more information on there.
I can answer that question for you. SEC has talked about a nonpartisan, advertising for this referendum in any way. So whatever student, whatever SEC organization goes out there and promotes it in a nonpartisan way, then there will be, a meeting that SEC will hold to, look for punishment. I don't want to say punishment, but like a repercussion.
Okay, so that's something that needs to be discussed sooner than later, and maybe we'll just talk afterwards, because you probably have some more information on that. Right. But elections are going well. We just need somebody from Taft, and if we don't get that by the end of tonight, it might come down to me personally going into Taft and really just trying to get somebody to run for the position. But everything's going well. Any other points for me?
Thank you, Commissioner Lupton. And moral of the story is tell your freshman friends that they really need to get on this if they want to be a part of USG. Any other new business? President Nguyen.
I would like to open up nominations for the Homecoming Committee representative for USG.
Would you like to give us a brief synopsis of the responsibilities of this position?
Sure. Basically, you are the representative for USG and kind of planning what we will do during the homecoming parade and events that weekend. So it is open to your creativity. You can plan whatever you want. Usually we have a float, and the theme usually kind of influences how the float will be. So if you're a creative person and you would like to kind of program for USG during this time, it's a quick, time that you have to be responsible for. It's not a very long requirement.
So are there any nominations for our homecoming committee representative at this time? Vice President Downey?
I nominate Representative Dorbeck.
Do you accept accept any other nominations?
Okay, seeing no other nominations, we're going to vote on this. All in favor of Representative Dorbeck serving as our homecoming committee representative? All opposed? Abstentions? Congratulations, Representative Dorbeck. Is there any other new business? Okay, with that, we will move into open forum. We're going to allot 8 minutes for open forum tonight. You can move for an extension if you see fit. Representative Lupton.
Yeah, so I saw in the bookstore that Case is carrier of cell phones is Sprint. They have like a Sprint box. So obviously there's some affiliation with Sprint on campus. And then I noticed that the network is like down yesterday. So what is that because of Sprint? There's not, I mean, was Northeastern Ohio down? Was the nation down? Or is this something that we need to fix?
Vice President Maloney.
I actually spoke with a customer experience. Okay, cool. Thanks. I spoke with a person from Case, the Case Police actually, who was experiencing this issue when I was at work the other day. And I spoke with the director of telephone services for Case, and as of approximately 4 p.m. or 4:30 p.m. On Monday, she was currently waiting to hear back from a representative from Sprint addressing the issue. She did not share with me how widespread it was, but she indicated that it only affected certain phone models. I think that's kind of the impression I got from her. So, yes, they are aware of the issue and they are working to resolve it for affected users as quickly as possible.
Vice President Downey.
So it is a Sprint issue only, not Case, right?
Yes, it's Sprint.
Representative Cummins.
I have a question for everybody. This semester, I have 2 classes actually that really made the switch to like online homework, online quizzes through the Wiley Plus system. I wanted to know if anyone else had experiences with this and if it was, a positive experience, whether you'd like this more. My impression pretty much initially is that I don't like it at all, but I like other people's opinion.
Any responses to Parliamentarian Brubaker?
So Physics 122 is actually on this system right now too, and I agree with you. It's a very hard system to use in terms of submitting homework and in terms of, looking up information, and we actually had the wrong book through them. So I'm not sure. I think this would be something for maybe VP Hamilton to look into.
Write it down.
Representative Thompson.
I didn't personally use it, but I had 2 friends that used it, and from what they told me, once you got used to it, it was actually kind of good, because at least how their class was set up, you had unlimited chances to answer the question, but each time you got it wrong, the numbers changed, so you have to recalculate everything. So you end up getting like 100% for all your homeworks, but it takes longer. So take that as you see fit.
You don't get any feedback from you got it wrong, but you don't know what you got wrong, so you just continue to do it. I don't know.
Vice President Bell.
Back when I did Chem 111 my freshman year, Kenny did that, for his homeworks or whatever. And he coded it wrong one time or whatever. He had it used a value, like a rounded value of one of the atomic elements, and I used like a more precise value. And when you went through the calculations, my more precise answer wasn't within his acceptable range. So I spent like 5 hours trying to calculate it right, and then I couldn't do the problem correctly because I was right and it was coded to not accept my answer. It was really irritating. I don't know why. Yeah, that's all.
Mr. Wilkins.
I was just going to ask the representative to explain the system for those unfamiliar with it, because I've never had a class with that.
Okay, well, I'm taking it with Physics 2 right now, so like 122, and Accounting 101. And it was sort of nice at first because I only had to pay $44 for a physics book because I can, in addition to, you have to pay $44 minimum in order to get access to the system, but with that access, you also get an online version of the book. So instead of buying the brand new 2010 edition of the book for $190, I got it for $44, which was nice at the time. But in general, everything you do is online. So there's homeworks and there's quizzes, but in addition to that, there's also certain like worksheets and like helpful interactive doohickeys online that are supposed to also help, you know, you learn the material. I mean, my main complaint was what Skylar brought up, was because, you know, you do your homework and when you get it graded and the TA gives it back to you, they'll like circle what you got wrong, like you can learn from that mistake. But with the online thing, they just say it's wrong. And so you don't know like what you did wrong, what you needed to fix, what you need to, do it differently. So, and in accounting, we're also going to do quizzes, even exams, I think, online, which is kind of weird. So I don't know how that's going to work.
Representative Fernandez.
There's a way you can learn from that because they do give you the answer when you get it wrong. And then you just rework it until you get the answer right. That's how I usually do it. And that's how I learn from my mistake. And the second time I try it, I usually get it right. So just try a different strategy and you'll get that solved.
I mean, if you're really lost, like, I mean, it's not going to help, like, having the answer isn't really going to help you figure out the way to get to that
They
answer,
have the hints also. They have hints and...
President Nguyen.
I'm not sure, but would we have any updates on the USG newsletter?
Representative Irizarry.
Hello. Well, it's changed now. It was previously going to go out as a weekly issue, but now it's going to go out every other week, just to give the boards for VPs more time. It'll be announced during the executive meetings, the restrictions of when they will need, all the VPs need to get information to me. So basically, I will have a template for it. And VPs, the same time your board reports are due, are going to be the same time that you need to submit to me or to Jared the little excerpts that you're going to have for this weekly newsletter. So basically, you're just sending it to me. It's like around 50 to 75 words max. And there's going to be a due time. If it's not there, if it's too long, it's not going to go in the paper, point blank. But basically, it's going to just be that. It's going to have board reports. If caucuses have things that they want to go into it, again, you guys will be informed of that deadline, just in case you have like an event. And also, there's going to be campus news. I mentioned you'd like to go in there as well. Colleen, hi.
Say hi to our new guest.
Hi, Maya. Do you want me to say hi? No. I'm also going to see if I can get a meeting with you sometime to look through pictures that could go in the newsletter possibly. So yeah, so Jared will keep with the VPs, let you guys know times, and we'll work it out. It'll be great. It'll be snazzy. Did you guys like that issue at all? Somewhat little, maybe? No?
Vice President Downey.
As a senior and looking at the future job market, I found out how great the Career Center is at helping you with different things. But I've also found out that the departments really don't do much, which I find kind of surprising because Case is actually a pretty prestigious school. So I'm not sure if this would be VP Hamilton or even if we could do anything about this, but I feel like the departments should like help out graduates or like soon-to-be graduates with contacts or whoever. And I feel like that's not really helpful. So I don't know.
That could be a good suggestion for caucuses to work with their alumni associations or networks. Any other points for open forum? Okay. Representative Lupton.
Yeah, today I drank water in the USG office and then I couldn't find where I could recycle it. So I was forced to throw it away. I just didn't know if there were...
Representative Zoltan.
Right downstairs. Right downstairs. You're in the office?
Yeah, USG office. Gotcha.
Directly across from the bathrooms.
It's by the bathrooms. It's not downstairs, it's by the bathrooms.
Oh, there's one by the bathrooms?
Yeah, it's got the 3 holes in it for the different stuff.
Gotcha. I was just really confused because it used to be in front of the student activities office. So, okay, thanks.
Okay, any other points for open forum? Okay, with that, it's now time for our advisors report.
I'm so sorry, I'm late. You guys are whipping through this. After retreat, I will be working with Ally and Kevin and others to identify things that I can offer during the meetings in terms of tips and advice and whatnot. Some of it's rep development, some of it's going to be associated with being an effective representative or being an effective vice president. So look for that after this week. And I'm available for anybody who's currently working on a project, whether it's elections or any of your vice president tasks or whatnot, or committee tasks or caucus tasks, where you might need some guidance, you might need to know who to connect with. Please know that you'll learn more about what I can offer as we progress toward the retreat, but that I'm available if you have any questions or whatnot, okay?
Okay, and we'll now move into announcements. Listed on our agenda, there's a reminder that the ELP mentor applications are due on September 17th. Delta Gamma's Anchor Splash is also on September 17th. The cost is $50 to register a team of 10, so I encourage you all to sign up, maybe even do it as a caucus. Could be really fun. Are there any other announcements? Vice President Agarwal.
Forgot to mention my board report. My first student life committee meeting is this Thursday in the USG office at 6 p.m.
Any other announcements? Colleen?
I'm sorry to have this on the agenda. It just came up at staff today. Melody asked me if I would hand these out. This is a save the date flyer for the leadership conference coming up on September 25th, which hopefully you'll all participate in. If you would take a few and maybe post them along the way on your way home, or post them in your residence hall or your apartment or whatever, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Any other announcements? Representative Lupton.
This is more of her announcement. The PR committee, Jared, I guess what I'm trying to say is, can we, like, where do you post these flyers? Because every year, I take them and then I don't know what to do with them. I mean, I know there's kiosks, I know there's places to put these flyers, but I think it'd be more efficient if everybody had one place to put one flyer, so that we'd all take one and actually put it up somewhere useful. You know what I'm trying to say? I just don't know, because I mean, I don't like taking these flyers because I don't know where to put them.
Could always put it on your door.
Oh, yeah.
Except you don't live on campus, but that's okay. For those of you who live in residence halls, your door is a great place to advertise. Representative Durovic.
Where is the sign-up sheet? Just so I know it's being passed around.
The IM sign-up sheet, who has it? Raise your hand. Excellent. We're going to be passing that around for the remainder of the announcements. Our last announcement of the evening, next week's General Assembly theme is, if you can wear it all day, you can wear it to GA, meaning if you wear your red USG t-shirt all day long to all of your classes, because our elections are happening next week, you are more than welcome to wear it to GA with the bottoms of your choice. So, and that will count as your business casual attire because you are with the theme. I'm really trying to promote our elections next week. Talk to everyone you know, because it's not just freshmen voting, it's the entire campus voting on this SEC referendum. So we definitely want to put a plug for that in. Vice President Downey.
Actually, I have a question for Keith. Are we doing the Qdoba or Chipotle for?
No. Not for freshman elections.
Okay,
because we're not publicizing the whole campus.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody votes.
Yeah,
and we're not doing that for just the SEC thing. Okay. We're not going to publicize that I mean, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I got you.
President Wynn.
I move to adjourn.
We are adjourned.
Give me a second.